While most electric SUVs are plagued by glitchy software, recall notices, and angry owner forums, a select few are proving to be absolutely bulletproof. In this video, we see 9 SUVs that have racked up the lowest consumer complaints in 2026. Number 9. Tesla Model Y. The Tesla Model Y sells in higher volume than any other electric vehicle in America, which means it faces more scrutiny, more data collection, and more opportunities for complaints to surface than anything else on this list. The fact that it still lands among the lowest complaint electric SUVs is a testament to how far Tesla has come in manufacturing consistency. Starting at $39,000, the 2026 Model Y has 6 NHTSA recalls on record, but every single one has been addressed through over-the-air software updates that require 0 dealership visits and 0 owner effort. That distinction matters enormously. A recall that fixes itself overnight while the car sits in your driveway is fundamentally different from a recall that requires scheduling an appointment, dropping off your vehicle, and waiting days for a repair. NHTSA itself recognized the 2026 Model Y as the first vehicle to pass its new Advanced Driver Assistance System testing standards, which speaks to the maturity and refinement of the autopilot hardware and software. Consumer Reports notes that owner complaints center primarily on minor fit and finish issues like panel gaps and interior rattles rather than drivetrain or safety-critical failures. The electric motor, battery system, and charging hardware have proven remarkably durable across millions of units produced worldwide. Tesla estimates annual maintenance costs between $316 and $643, and the supercharger network eliminates the charging frustration that generates complaints for other brands. The 321-mile EPA estimated range handles daily driving and road trips with margin to spare. The Model Y is not complaint-free, but given the sheer number on the road, its complaint density per unit sold is impressively low. Number 8. Chevrolet Equinox EV. The Chevrolet Equinox EV has quietly built one of the cleanest ownership records in the electric SUV segment, which is remarkable for a vehicle that has only been on the market since 2024. Starting at $34,000, the Equinox EV has 3 NHTSA recalls on record for the 2026 model year, and all 3 relate to the same issue: the pedestrian alert sound system not producing sufficient volume changes when the vehicle accelerates. That is a regulatory compliance matter, not a mechanical failure, and the fix is straightforward. No owner has reported a drivetrain malfunction, battery failure, or safety-critical system defect tied to the Equinox EV's core electric components. The Ultium platform underneath has benefited from General Motors' investment in refining the battery management system and thermal controls across multiple vehicle launches, and the Equinox EV is reaping the rewards of that development. Edmunds recorded 356 miles of real-world range during testing, which exceeded the EPA estimate and indicates the powertrain is operating comfortably within its design parameters. Owners on Reddit report positive reliability experiences, with most discussions focusing on how much they enjoy the vehicle rather than problems they have encountered. The 220 horsepower motor delivers smooth, predictable acceleration, and the suspension provides a comfortable ride that absorbs rough pavement without generating the creaks and rattles that trigger complaints in less solidly built vehicles. GM backs the Equinox EV with an 8-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty. For a vehicle at this price point delivering over 300 miles of range, the Equinox EV's clean complaint record makes it one of the safest choices in the affordable electric SUV market. Number 7. Kia EV3. The Kia EV3 entered the market as a brand new model and has managed something that almost never happens with first-year vehicles: an essentially clean complaint record. As of early 2026, NHTSA lists 0 recalls for the EV3 in the United States, which is extraordinary for any new vehicle launch, let alone one introducing a completely new platform to American buyers. Starting at approximately $35,000 with a projected EPA estimated range exceeding 300 miles, the EV3 is built on Kia's eGMP architecture, the same proven platform that underpins the EV6, which has already accumulated years of real-world reliability data. That shared engineering foundation means the EV3 benefits from lessons learned and refinements made across multiple model generations rather than starting from scratch. Owner forums and Reddit discussions paint a picture of a vehicle that simply works. The most commonly mentioned issues are minor software behaviors like occasional Bluetooth pairing resets and the Kia app losing connection, which are inconveniences rather than genuine mechanical complaints. The driving experience is described as smooth, comfortable, and surprisingly refined for a subcompact crossover, with a ride quality that absorbs road imperfections without generating cabin noise or harshness. DC fast charging from 10 to 80% completes in approximately 29 minutes through the NACS connector, and owners report the charging curve is consistent and reliable. Kia's World Car of the Year 2025 award reflects the global consensus that the EV3 is an exceptionally well-executed product. The 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and 10-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty provide a full decade of coverage that makes the absence of complaints even more impressive, because it means owners are not even encountering the kinds of issues that warranty coverage is designed to catch. Number 6. Volvo EX40. The Volvo EX40 carries one of the quietest complaint profiles in the electric SUV market, which makes sense when you understand its history. Formerly sold as the XC40 Recharge, the X40 has been in continuous production since 2020, giving Volvo 5 full model years to identify and eliminate manufacturing defects, refine the battery management software, and iron out the small quality issues that plague newer competitors. Starting at $56,000, the X40 is positioned as a compact luxury electric SUV, with a 79 kilowatt-hour battery delivering up to 296 miles of EPA estimated range on the single-motor variant. Consumer Reports expects the 2026 X40 to be less reliable than the average new car based on broader Volvo brand data, but that prediction has not materialized in actual NHTSA complaint filings. U.S. News reports 0 safety recalls issued by NHTSA for the 2026 model, and Edmunds lists just one minor recall, which represents an exceptionally clean record for any vehicle in its 6th year of production. The 248-horsepower single motor delivers smooth, refined acceleration, and the suspension is tuned for Scandinavian comfort, absorbing rough surfaces with the kind of quiet composure that prevents the squeaks and rattles owners complain about in less solidly built vehicles. The interior uses high-quality materials throughout, and the Google-built infotainment system on the 12-inch vertical touchscreen operates with minimal lag and intuitive navigation. Volvo's 4-year, 50,000-mile basic warranty and 8-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty cover the vehicle during its highest-risk ownership years. Blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking come standard. The X40 does not generate headlines, and in the context of owner complaints, that silence is the highest compliment. Number 5. Lexus RZ. The Lexus RZ benefits from something no amount of marketing can buy: the reputation of a brand that has topped reliability and dependability rankings for decades. Starting at $47,000, the 2026 RZ received a significant refresh that pushed its EPA estimated range to 301 miles, while maintaining the meticulous build quality that Lexus owners expect. Consumer Reports predicts the 2026 RZ will be more reliable than the average new car, basing that assessment on data from the 2023 and 2024 model years, combined with Lexus's consistently strong brand reliability scores. The J.D. Power 2026 Vehicle Dependability Study ranked Lexus at the very top of all automotive brands, which means the company that builds the RZ has the lowest overall complaint rate in the entire industry. The 2026 RZ has one shared recall with the Toyota BZ platform involving a component supplier issue, which is the only blemish on an otherwise spotless record. Owner forums describe the RZ ownership experience as uneventful in the best possible way, with discussions focusing on driving enjoyment and interior comfort rather than trips to the service department. The dual-motor all-wheel drive system produces 402 horsepower and delivers effortless acceleration, while the cabin wraps occupants in premium leather, genuine stitching, and ambient lighting that creates an atmosphere of quiet luxury. Lexus provides a 4-year, 50,000-mile basic warranty, a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty, and a separate 8-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty that covers long-term ownership concerns. Every RZ comes standard with Lexus Safety System Plus, including pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and blind spot monitoring. The RZ is proof that low complaints and genuine luxury can coexist. Number 4. Hyundai Kona Electric. The Hyundai Kona Electric has been on the road in various forms since 2019, and that longevity has allowed Hyundai to refine the vehicle into one of the least problematic electric SUVs you can buy in 2026. Starting at $34,000, the Kona Electric uses a proven 64 kilowatt-hour battery and 201 horsepower electric motor that have accumulated millions of miles of real-world data across global markets. The 2026 model carries 2 NHTSA recalls, the most notable being a steering knuckle issue identified through proactive quality monitoring rather than widespread owner complaints. That distinction matters because it means Hyundai's internal quality systems caught the problem early, before it generated the kind of cascading complaint volume that damages a vehicle's reputation. Consumer Reports data reflects this proactive approach, with the Kona's predicted reliability aligning with average or better expectations for the 2026 model year. The driving experience is deliberately uncomplicated, with light steering, smooth acceleration, and a suspension tuned for comfort that avoids the harsh ride quality responsible for many cabin noise and rattle complaints in competing vehicles. The 261-mile EPA estimated range covers a full week of typical driving, and the charging system has proven reliable across both Level 2 home charging and DC fast charging sessions. The standard safety suite includes automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and adaptive cruise control. Hyundai's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty remains the industry's longest standard coverage and provides a decade of protection against the drivetrain complaints that worry EV buyers most. The Kona Electric does not chase headlines or attempt to redefine the segment. It simply works day after day with minimal fuss and minimal complaints. Number 3. Nissan Leaf. The all-new 2026 Nissan Leaf has achieved something genuinely rare for a first-year redesign, a complaint record so thin it barely exists. Starting at $29,000, the Leaf was completely reimagined for 2026 with a new platform, new body style, new battery, and new interior. Yet NHTSA lists just one recall for the model year, and Edmunds gives the Leaf a RepairPal reliability rating of 4.5 out of 5, ranking it first out of 6 vehicles in its class. That top ranking is not based on legacy reputation alone. It reflects actual owner data showing that the 2026 Leaf generates fewer unscheduled repair visits and lower severity complaints than its direct competitors. The 303-mile EPA estimated range represents a threefold improvement over the original Leaf. Yet Nissan achieved it without introducing the kind of experimental battery chemistry or aggressive thermal management strategies that often generate early reliability complaints in other manufacturers' first-generation EVs. The e-pedal system and ProPilot Assist are carried over from proven Nissan technology rather than developed from scratch, which reduces the software integration risks that cause infotainment and driver assistance complaints in competing vehicles. AutoGuide's consumer review describes the 2026 Leaf as providing good power, a sophisticated ride, and an overall experience that suggests electric vehicles are genuinely ready for mainstream adoption. Nissan backs the Leaf with a 3-year, 36,000-mile basic warranty and an 8-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty. Safety Shield 360 comes standard with automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. For a vehicle at this price point, the Leaf's near absence of owner complaints is not just impressive. It is the strongest argument that affordable electric vehicles have finally reached the reliability standards that mainstream buyers demand. Number 2, Kia Niro EV. The Kia Niro EV has spent years quietly building one of the most trustworthy ownership records in the electric vehicle market, and the 2026 model continues that streak with remarkable consistency. Starting at $41,000, the Niro EV is a subcompact crossover that Consumer Reports predicts will have about average reliability compared to the average new car, which is a rating that places it ahead of the majority of electric vehicles, since EVs as a category still generate more complaints than the broader automotive market. The Niro EV's advantage is maturity. The current generation has been on sale since 2023, giving Kia 3 full model years to identify and resolve any manufacturing or design issues before the 2026 production run. That development time shows in the complaint data. The Inside EV's forum notes that the Niro Electric earned the highest overall score in its Consumer Reports comparison group at 88 out of 100, with predicted reliability improving from previous years to reach a strong rate. The 64 kilowatt-hour battery delivers an EPA-estimated 253 miles of range through a powertrain that has proven durable across hundreds of thousands of units sold globally. The regenerative braking system, climate controls, and infotainment software have all been refined through iterative updates that address the minor issues early owners reported. Kia's warranty structure is the final layer of confidence. The 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty, and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic warranty mean that even if a complaint does arise, the financial exposure for the owner is minimal for an entire decade. Smart cruise control with stop and go, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and lane keeping assist all come standard. The Niro EV earns its low complaint status not through excitement, but through relentless competence. Number 1, Hyundai Ioniq 5. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 takes the top spot on this list because it manages to be one of the best-selling, most technologically advanced, and most aggressively priced electric SUVs on the market, while simultaneously generating one of the lowest complaint rates relative to its enormous sales volume. Starting at just $35,000 after Hyundai's 2026 price cuts, the Ioniq 5 has 2 NHTSA recalls on record for the 2026 model year, a dramatic improvement over the 9 recalls logged against the 2025 model. That reduction reflects a concentrated engineering effort by Hyundai to address the ICCU and battery management issues that affected earlier production runs, and the 2026 model benefits directly from those hardware and software revisions. U.S. News awards the Ioniq 5 a score of 9.4 out of 10, reflecting the consensus among professional reviewers that the vehicle delivers exceptional value with minimal compromise. Edmunds testers put in 8-hour driving days and reported no comfort complaints, while owner groups on Facebook are overwhelmingly positive, with discussions centered on enjoyment rather than problems. The 800-volt charging architecture has proven robust across multiple model years, and the 318-mile EPA-estimated range means the battery operates comfortably in its middle charge range during daily use, which promotes long-term cell health and reduces the degradation complaints that affect shorter-range vehicles pushed to their limits. Hyundai's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and 10-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty provide the longest standard coverage in the industry, and the Ioniq 5 carries a top Safety Pick Plus rating from IIHS. 0% APR financing for 72 months means qualified buyers pay no interest over 6 years. The Ioniq 5 proves that high volume, low price, and low complaints can all exist in the same vehicle when the engineering is done right. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.